Ah, it's gonna be a nice quiet week without Graham here. Wait a minute. I am. How long is this script? Oh god, fine, okay. Here we go. Welcome back to A Few Bits of News. I'm TB Sliver, and today we're going over a few bits of news from the gaming industry and adjacent areas over the past week. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to hit like and get subscribed below. It really does help the channel and means you won't miss anything new in the future. Now let's get to the news. Last week was a great week to be a Kingdom Hearts fan. Streamed on October 5th, Nintendo went live on their official YouTube channel for the last presentation about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. As Nintendo's Yoshiaki Koizumi said during the September 23rd Direct, game director for the series Masahiro Sakurai greeted fans on the livestream and announced, "We won't beat around the bush on this, that Sora, main protagonist of the Disney and Square Enix collaboration project Kingdom Hearts, was the final DLC fighter." During the announcement trailer, Sora floated into view to a beautiful orchestral cover of Simple and Clean, the theme song performed by Hikari Utada from the original Kingdom Hearts game, released in 2002. Sakurai stated that Sora was the most requested fighter from the 2014 Smash Bros. Fighter ballot, but required more coordination to include them than any other fighter, likely a result of Disney's shared ownership over the character. Sora joins the battle with a slew of costumes from the series, shown on screen with their original source material renders. Original on the top, Smash Ultimate on the bottom. By default, he's wearing his original Kingdom Hearts costume and has alternatives from Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts 3D, and Kingdom Hearts 3. Additional recolors, Portrait 6, 7, and 8, also hail from the original games, with the most surprising being Portrait 5, Timeless River, coming with the dedicated facial expressions for the unique model. Sakurai noted that Sora's costumes were the most elaborate for the series. Accompanying Sora and shown off in the livestream was the fighting stage Hollow Bastion, an interesting choice for being both recognisable but also only inspired by Disney. The castle took inspiration from both Sleeping Beauty and Beauty and the Beast, but was not from any actual Disney movie, the lack of Disney being a running theme for this Smash Ultimate announcement, with the exception of the mouse logo on Sora's Keyblade. If time is running out or the stock is low, the stage shifts to an iconic stained glass scene that many fans will recognise, Dive to the Heart. Various characters will reveal themselves in the stained glass window behind the fighters, including the familiar faces of Sora, Riku, Roxas, Xion, Terra, Ventus, and Aqua. More characters, Kairi and Axel, as well as the previous list, were added to the Spirit Board as Sora's allies. Sakurai continued by outlining the music included in this DLC. 9 songs, shown on screen now, were selected from the original series, though many fans were disappointed that main themes such as Simple and Clean or Sanctuary, among many others, were not included. All of the music chosen, with the exception of Sora's Victory fanfare, are original, and not new arrangements this time around. To note though, if one has a saved game from Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory, you'll receive a new song for free, dearly beloved, the Swing version. Sora's Challenger Pack will be available for purchase starting October 18th for a purchase price of $5.99. Also mentioned in the presentation, Sakurai covered a few new Mii Costumes released in the Extra Mii Fighter Costume Pack Round 11, a collaboration between Smash Ultimate and game series Splatoon and Doomslayer. All 3 costumes are now up on the screen. Splatoon's costumes include an Octoling wig and a hat inspired by the character Jug. Doomslayer fans received the complete Doomslayer costume, wearable by Gunner Mii. Sakurai commented, "Who would have guessed Doomslayer?" and made it a point to mention how Doomguy hailed from the game series that originated the first-person shooter genre. Aya says this was a great way to round out the series, sneaking in another iconic character with important significance in video game history. All 3 costumes become purchasable for 75 cents each on October 18th. Also mentioned was information about Amiibo releases. The official Amiibo figures for Minecraft Steve and Minecraft Alex are planned to release in spring 2022. Figures for Sephiroth, Pyra, Mithra, and Kazuya are also planned for release with no set date. Sakurai expressed both excitement and sorrow during the final Super Smash Bros. Announcement, lamenting about the long 3-year journey, longer if you include development time, that was Smash Ultimate, and how it's now coming to a close. The first trailer for the series was shown in March of 2018. Sakurai explained, "Words cannot describe the many things that have happened along the way. However, I feel like we were able to continuously provide something in the game industry that gets people excited, so I think it was worth it. Fans clamoured to the internet to express their gratitude, and the hashtag ThankYouSakurai was born. If you view the hashtag, fans around the world are using this to share their stories and how the game series impacted them growing up, as well as what the series and for some Sora's inclusion means to them. Sakurai took notice and responded on his official Twitter, writing in Japanese, and later translated by IGN, "The hashtag ThankYouSakurai is trending, and I took a look. Honestly, if anyone should be feeling gratitude, it is me. We only achieved this with everyone's support." Here are a few bits of news. We hope Sakurai has a long, well-deserved rest after bringing this monumental project to a close. Sora's inclusion in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was a great way to celebrate not only the wrapping up of the Super Smash Bros. Series, but also as a way to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Kingdom Hearts as a whole. The anniversary was announced in the livestream, revealing that cloud versions, only playable via online streaming, of the whole Kingdom Hearts series are coming to the Nintendo Switch. 3 games were shown as an all-in-one bundle, with offline versions where you can view the entire story in theatre mode, which are now available for free. The games will be available for purchase as the bundle or bought separately. We've left a link in the description for more information on what those games entail. Other announcements for the anniversary include merchandise. A chess set and luggage were shown, the offline version of Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, the story cinematic only mode of the mobile game which was taken offline this year, and its sequel story Kingdom Hearts Dark Road, releasing this winter. More information on the 20th anniversary event will be posted at a later date. Activision Blizzard returned to our news cycle this week, and unexpectedly, there was a Super Smash Bros. Tie-in. Speaking to IGN in a recent interview, former Overwatch developer Jeff Kaplan was asked for his predictions and desires for the next Smash Ultimate character. He replied, "To the Smash Bros. Team, whatever character you want, we love them all. They're all our babies. You can have any single one of them. We have 31 to choose from." But if he had to pick one, Kaplan continued on to say that his choice would be Tracer. "Tracer's our girl, Tracer's our mascot. She'd be my first choice," he said. "There's a lot of great runners-up. I think a lot of people can immediately see Doomfist gameplay applying to Smash, but if it were up to me, I'd like to see Tracer." As we've already covered, Tracer was not chosen, though at this point with the ongoing allegations, it's really no surprise. Now that we've gotten that gag out of the way, let's dive into some more serious news. We'll start off with some good. Blizzard announced on the 30th of September with what they called the WoW Classic Season of Mastery. For WoW fans, this is better known as Fresh Classic servers, something fans have been asking for upwards of a year. With the release of WoW TBC Classic, original servers are pretty dead, known firsthand by Aya, who hopped on recently to scope things out. For those unfamiliar, when WoW TBC Classic was released, players had the option of saving their characters for Classic content, moving them on to TBC Classic, or cloning the character for both. As expected, most players moved their character into TBC content. Dead Classic servers left many to desire a fresh start. These new fresh servers, or realms as the game calls them, will invite new and current Classic players to begin fresh at level 1 for a complete reset of WoW Classic's content, starting again at the very beginning of the World of Warcraft saga. This time around though, there's going to be slightly more changes. The new Classic realms will progress through the standard 6 content phases, although the phased unlocks will happen faster, with new content unlocking over a 12-month span, one phase every 2 months. Additional changes include an increase in difficulty for raids. Everyone panic, they're disabling the rallying cry of the Dragon Slayer buff in raids. A faster leveling system, and quality of life increases like summoning stones and additional profession nodes. The open beta for this new WoW Classic season began on October 5th. Aya will definitely keep us posted on all future updates. With the good news out of the way, let's move on to the bad. We couldn't cover this last week due to the Tokyo Game Show, but we didn't miss Activision Blizzard settling with the EEOC, US Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. During the last time we covered Blizzard, we reported that the EEOC was investigating Activision Blizzard's harassment claims. If you haven't watched that video, we'll put a link in the screen now. As an update, Activision Blizzard put out a press release announcing that it has reached an agreement with the US EEOC to settle claims and to further strengthen policies and programs to prevent harassment and discrimination in the company's workplace. Additionally, Activision Blizzard has committed to create an $18 million fund to compensate and make amends to eligible claimants. Any amounts not used for claimants will be divided between charities that advance women in the video game industry or promote awareness around harassment and gender equality issues, as well as company diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, as approved by the EEOC. The agreement is subject to court approval. The company also announced an initiative to develop software tools and training programs to improve workplace policies and practices for employers across the technology industry. The company also says it will be upgrading policies, practices, and training to further prevent and eliminate harassment and discrimination in its workplaces, including implementing an expanded performance review system with a new equal opportunity focus, as well as providing ongoing oversight and review of the company's training programs, investigation policies, disciplinary framework, and compliance by appointing a third-party equal opportunity consultant whose findings will be regularly reported to its board of directors, as well as to the Commission. That was a lot of quotes. This may seem like a step in the right direction, but the settlement was not what it seemed. Former Blizzard employee Cher Scarlett went to Twitter on September 28th to warn current employees not to sign the settlement. She explained, "I just got my hands on the consent decree from the EEOC that Activision Blizzard signed, and no victims with DFEH, Department of Fair Employment and Housing, should sign this consent. This releases your claim and considers the matter resolved. However, the $18 million is for all employees since September 1st, 2016. This is pennies." Scarlett also goes on to encourage people to reach out for the California DFEH before responding to the EEOC, saying she can provide the contact information if others do not have it yet. Code CWA agreed with this sentiment, also writing a tweet in warning. It claimed that the $18 million was a slap in the face to the workers, since the company is worth around $72 billion, making the $18 million settlement look like chump change. A full statement written by New York Times reporter Kellen Browning, cited by Code CWA, can be found in the description down below. The most recent development to this story came out on Friday as California's DFEH filed an objection to the EEOC settlement. The DFEH argued that among the terms of the settlement are clauses that could allow Blizzard to remove evidence of sexual harassment reporting and the possibility of redistributing some of the settlement funds back into Activision Blizzard programs. This objection pits the DFEH against the EEOC, with the DFEH saying the settlement could directly harm its ongoing case, and that the EEOC failed to communicate information about the proposed settlement, nor did the group wait until all of the ongoing legal cases were concluded. This battle of giants only complicates the matter. Former Blizzard employee Nikki Broderick summed up the situation, tweeting out, "Thinking about all of my friends at Blizzard who are still struggling every day. Leadership fails to acknowledge a better ABK demands, and the investigations taking place are digging up emotional trauma for many employees while expecting them to continue to perform and output. As always, we'll be reporting all future updates. A link to the petition for Activision Blizzard King employees is in the description below." As the trend goes here, we cannot have Blizzard in the news without Twitch. Leaked to 4chan on Wednesday, an anonymous hacker posted a 125 gig torrent link, leaking the entire site's source code and user payout information. The leaked data is legitimate, backed up by numerous video game reporting websites. The hacker explained his reasoning, stating that the intended purpose of the leak was to foster more disruption and competition in the online video streaming space, because their community is a disgusting toxic cesspool. His words, not ours. Twitch is aware of the breach, going to Twitter to state, "We can confirm a breach has taken place. Our teams are working with urgency to understand the extent of this. We will update the community as soon as additional information is available. Thank you for bearing with us." Additionally, they provided a Twitch blog link in a further tweet to say that the investigation is ongoing, they're looking into logs and data to determine the impact, and all further updates will be posted there. As of October 7th, the company does not believe credit card numbers nor login credentials were exposed, but have reset all stream keys out of an abundance of caution. A link on how to obtain your new stream key is in the blog linked down below. COVID-19 claimed another public outing, this time the Dota 2 tournament named The International. Set to take place in front of a live audience in Bucharest between October 12th through 17th, Valve announced the cancellation, citing new government restrictions put in place in Romania. The country currently has the second lowest vaccination rate in the entire European Union. Continuing to host the tournament with a live audience was deemed too dangerous. Valve's statement on the Dota 2 website read, We wanted nothing more than to welcome fans live to the event, but we can no longer do so in a way that allows us to prioritise the health and well-being of both audience members and participants. Now, without a live audience, the tournament started early, opening October 7th and will run until October 17th as planned. Anyone who purchased a ticket for the event will be refunded automatically. On September 20th, the UK's independent advertising regulator, the Advertising Standards Authority, posted new guidance on in-game purchases. The guidance clarifies several means by which advertisers of games with in-game purchasing should seek to ensure that their ads are not misleading. It covers all ads which might appear, including in-game storefronts, platform stores, and general advertisements that, as written by Eurogamer, may mislead consumers of the existence and price of microtransactions, how items might affect gameplay, and pressure you into a purchase. The biggest change is the addition of pound or dollar amounts, making it clear how much the premium currency is actually worth. This would apply whether you have remaining premium currency or not. If you don't, it would tell you the full amount in pounds or dollars. If you do, it would tell you how much the remaining balance would be if you were trying to buy an object worth more than what you currently have. Also to note, predatory systems like fear of missing out timers on special promotions and potentially misleading tags like best offer or most value are also not allowed under the updated guidelines. Loot boxes, a source of ire for many, are still allowed, although the game must make it clear if they exist. Following the updated guidelines, the ASA will be willing to deal with complaints on an informal footing for a period of 6 months for in-game content and 3 months for all other ads covered. This grace period will hopefully allow game developers to make the necessary changes before cases get forwarded to regulators. It should be noted that this only applies to the UK, though this is definitely a step in the right direction that will hopefully inspire future action. And now onto this week's releases. On October 14th, we have Dungeons Encounters. Dungeon Encounters is a unique dungeon exploration RPG in which you lead an expedition to chart the depths of an otherworldly labyrinth. Available on PC, PS4 and Switch. Jackbox Party Pack 8 is here to continue the fun with multiple party games suitable for playing in many different ways. Available on all platforms. The Rift Breaker is a base-building survival game with action RPG elements. As an elite scientist commando in a giant mecha suit, hack and slash your way through the jungle and build up your base. Available on PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. Doctor Who: The Edge of Reality passes you a sonic screwdriver as you work alongside Jodie Whittaker as the 13th Doctor on a quest to save the universe. Available on PC, PlayStation, Xbox and Switch. Next up, on October 15th, we have the Crysis Remastered Trilogy. This brings the system-melting engine to the latest console versions. Find out if your system can handle it while shooting your way through the first 3 games. Available on PC, PlayStation, Xbox and Switch. Demon Slayer the video game follows Tanjiro through the story from the Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba anime as he faces demons in order to turn his sister Nezuko, who's become a demon, back into a human. Available on PC, PlayStation, Xbox and Switch. NHL 22 is the latest installation of the regular ice hockey series, available on PlayStation and Xbox platforms. And finally, The Good Life. Help journalist Naomi Hayward investigate a murder while trying to pay off her debts in this slice of life debt repayment RPG? Available on PC, PlayStation, Xbox One and Switch. And that's it for this week's A Few Bits of News. Tune in next Monday for more news across the gaming industry, and as always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, as well as hit that bell to get notified of the next video. If you'd like to chat with us live, then come join me every Tuesday, Wednesday and Friday over on Twitch, link in the description. Otherwise, we'll see you below in the comments. Blah, 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 blah.